Hello there, it's me again, and today I'll be showing you how to develop a simple GUI application using the C programming language. And in this video, I'll be illustrating using a famous library known as the GTK version 3 library. So the GTK library is just a dynamic library for making graphical user interface. You can make it using C, C++, or Python for it, but I'll be using the C programming language. And note that I'll be using version 3.0 for the development. So if you are on a Debian or Ubuntu based distro, as for me I'm using Linux Mint, so I'm on a Debian based distro. To install it is just simple. Just first update your repositories, so sudo apt update. Then after updating, you have to install this particular version using the apt manager. But if you're using any other distro, you can use your default. If you're using Arch, there is Pacman, or Fedora, you use your package manager. As for me, I'll be using the apt store for installing this, so it's easy. And I will install the development package. So it'll come here and just say sudo apt install, followed by the name of the package, and the name of the package is libgtk lib gtk -3 -dev, like that. Just press enter. So I had installed it earlier, so if you don't have, you can go ahead and install it. As you can see, I have the newest version, which is 3.24. now after doing that, you're set for the project. So I will go ahead and create just a simple directory where I will be storing my source files. So mkdir, so we'll create a directory named GTK apps. Then I will change directory to that folder. After that, I will create a C file. So I will touch it and say touch, I will name it main.c, just like that. After doing that, I will go ahead and open it using Nano, but you can open it using your favorite text editor, but I will be using Nano. If you're using Vim, if you're comfortable using Vim, you can use it, but I will be using Nano for simplicity. So you'll open it, I will say nano main.c. Now, first thing that you have to do is to include the GTK header file. So I'll go ahead and say include GTK /GTK.h. Then I'll go ahead and initialize the main function by saying int main. Then I will pass in some command line arguments. So these are command line arguments. So I'll go ahead and define the argument count, and it is an integer, so int argc. So that's the argument count. Then a string or a character array, I will name it argv. So these are the command line arguments which are passed when running this program. So after doing that, I will initialize the GTK app by saying GTK underscore init and semicolon over there. Then it expects two arguments, this one over here, so the argument count and the argument vector. So here you will pass the address of, so address of argc, so argument count, then the address of the argument vector or the array, so argv, like that. So after doing that, you have initialized that GTK application. Then over here, the button, you can just type this function, so GTK main. So this is the main loop or the event loop. Now over here between these two functions is where we'll be writing our code. Now, first thing first, we have to define a window or a window widget or a window object. And how do we do that? By using the GTK widget, then which is a pointer. So this window is a pointer to a GTK widget. So GTK is a widget based library, so most of the time you'll see widget being passed around or being used as much. So now here we have created just a pointer pointing to the GTK widget. So after doing that, we have to initialize this window. So this will be our main window. So I can go ahead and say window and assign it this. So I will create a new window. So GTK window underscore new, like that. Then over here I have to pass in a macro or a constant which will define that this window will be a top level window. So GTK window top level. So this indicates that this window will be a top level window. So going ahead, I'll go over here and just show the window to the screen. So, and it's easy, you can use the GTK widget show underscore all, just like that, followed by a semicolon, and here we will pass in the window. So this is just a simple application. So this what this code does, it will create a simple window. So let me save this file and let us try compiling it. So I'll exit it, and I'll be using GCC for the compilation, but if you're familiar with Clang or any other compiler, you can use it, but I'm using GCC. So I go ahead and say GCC, the name of the file that we want for it to be compiled, which is main.c, then followed by we want an output or an object to be generated, and we'll name it, let's name it GUI, like that, but you can name it main again, it doesn't matter. Then here we have to pass some some arguments to the linker for the linker to know that we're using GTK and go find the library and compile it together with our program. So we'll be using the package config, so pkg config, then underscore not underscore, hyphen, 2 hyphens, so C flags, like that. Then again I will use the libs, and then just specify, I will go ahead and specify, so let me zoom in. So then specify the library that we are using. So it's GTK plus hyphen 3.0, just like that. So after doing that, you can just press enter and wait for it to compile. So it has compiled. So if I list the directory, you can see that it has generated this executable file over here, and we can run it as well. So if you want to run it, you can just reference it, so the current folder, then the name of the file, so main, just press on enter. So you can see here we have successfully created this GUI application. You can see this is the window, this is the top level window that I was showing you. So the code just generate this simple window. So I can exit it, but if I exit it, you can notice that the program didn't shut down, it's still running on the background. So what should we do in this scenario? So let me Control C and escape, and let me open the source file again. So nano main.c. So in order to handle that behavior, if a user clicks on the exit button, it should stop the program. So it's simple. What you have to do is define this function over here. So it's g signal connect, then followed by Now the widget that you want for this action to be executed, which is the window. We want, if the user closes the window, it should close the program entirely. So then you pass in the name of the event, so it is destroy. So it has to be destroyed. It is not a random word, so just type destroy. Then after that, we pass in the callback function, so which is, I can pass it like this, so GTK or G callback. Inside here we pass in the callback, so there is a predefined function known as GTK main quit, like that. Then the third argument is the data which can be passed to this function, this callback, but in our case we don't have any data, so we pass in none. So I'll go ahead and save the program, exit it, and try compiling it again. So I will repeat the commands, so gcc followed by the name of the file main.c followed by -o, so the executable that will be created. So I can name it main like that. Then I will pass in these configurations to our package, so pkg config, then the C flags first, so C flags, then followed by the libs, command line arguments, then followed by the name of the library, so GTK+, now hyphen 3.0, just like that. Press enter. So it has compiled successfully, we don't have any errors. So what we have to do is just run the executable by doing like this, so full stop / then the name of the executable, which is main. So you can see the same window, but now observe if I close this window. So if I close it, it exits over here. So if this video has helped you, just leave a like and subscribe to my channel for this and more content to come. So see you on the next video.